I dissent. Ruth Bader Ginsberg makes her mark.
I disagree. I object. I beg to differ. I do not concur. I dissent.
Disagreeing does not make a person disagreeable. In fact, it can change the world. Throughout her life, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsberg has made a difference, one disagreement at a time. Growing up in Brooklyn, New York, Ruth saw that boys were expected to grow up and go out in the world and do big things. Girls were expected to find a husband.
My mother disagreed and believed girls should have a chance to make their mark on the world. So she took me to the library. I read stories of girls and women who did big things. I learned a girl could be anything.
When Ruth got older, people thought it was a fine idea for her husband, Martin Ginsberg, to attend law school. But they didn't think Ruth should go. A lady lawyer, people disapproved.
I disapproved right back in 1956. I enrolled in law school, Harvard Law School.
Ruth's law school had a total of 9 women and 500 men. Ruth was tied for first place in her class, but at graduation, nobody would hire this brilliant lawyer.
I persisted and was finally given a job as a lawyer. I also became one of the first female law professors in the country.
Ruth went on to become a well-known lawyer and a first-rate judge, and in 1993, then President Bill Clinton asked her to be judge on the Supreme Court. On the Supreme Court, lawyers argued their case. Before 9 judges and the justice vote, a justice can either agree or disagree.
I became the first Jewish woman on the nation's highest court, continuing to work for fairness and equality through my
judicial
opinions.
When the court wouldn't help women or African Americans or immigrants who have been treated unfairly at work, Justice Ginsberg said,
I dissent.
When the court rejected a law meant to protect the right of all citizens to vote no matter their skin color, Justice Ginsberg said,
I dissent.
When the court said no to schools that offer African Americans a better chance at college, Justice Ginsberg said,
I dissent.
Justice Ginsberg is now the oldest member of the Supreme Court. She works hard as ever and never misses a day in court. Many have cheered Justice Ginsberg for her presence and independence. They called her a rock star, a queen, a goddess, a hero. Of course, she's not a rock star, a queen, or a goddess. But to many, she is a hero. She made change happen, and she changed minds. She cleared a path for people to follow her footsteps. Girls in college, women in law school, and everyone who wants to be treated without prejudice. Her voice may not carry a tune, but it sings for quality. Step by step, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg has made her mark and has made a difference. The end.
Good job.